India are already in celebration mode, free from pressure, free from tension. All that remains is to add the icing to the promotion cake. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And already we're underway here. That's a shade optimistic. He's had it taken off him. That's Valverde. Yamal. Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air, and what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. Kimmich with the short one. Kimmich climbs up big! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Now it's Valverde. Played into space. He's cut it out. India, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Great vision. He's got full. No, not the best of headers.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Akanji. It's a pretty loose pass. Swings it across. Deftly away. And reclaimed it in a trice. Now it's Messi. Tries to play it through. Alexander-Arnold. Fernandes. Now, can they get him away? And the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Alexander-Arnold. Neuer getting this one clear. Fernandes. Valverde. Can he get it through? Alexander-Arnold. He gets big. That needed to be better, and he knows it.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Akanji. Van Dijk. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Works it forward. Caicedo. And Akanji. Fernandes. And it's Pino. Yeremy Pino. Looking to play him in. Not the most accurate pass. Akanji. Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Messi. Fernandez. Knocks it into space. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
He's gone for goal! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. That has been slung wide. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Valverde. Caicedo. Now it's Messi.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Now it's Messi. Oh, he's burst through. And he's running through. Messi! Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
Drinking is only allowed in the area.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0.
Everyone, please welcome to the field our players.
Here we go again.
India clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Van Dijk. And Fernandez. And it's Caicedo. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Caicedo is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Now that's well seen too. Camavinga. And the counter is on. Aimed beyond the defence. It's a promising position. That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there. Up towards the hour mark and still no goals. Caicedo. Yamal. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Can he get on the end of this? Caicedo. To Messi. Just about up to the hour now. Oh, that's fabulous. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Fernandez does well to get it back. He's shifting through the gears here. Can he finish? A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Oh, the ball's run loose here. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. And now they can spring out of it. There's the shot! And that's off target. Jimenez. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Kimmich. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Yeremy Pino. Threads one in, floated through. Well, there's the clearance. And claimed it back swiftly. Now, can they get it back? Caicedo.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Tries from distance. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Yamal. Now who's going to be first to this?
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
That's Valverde. Pass somewhat off target. That's Valverde. Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. Now it's Oyarzabal. Alexander-Arnold. Distributed tidily. No, he wasn't going to let him past. It's a good run down the left-hand side.
Listen, it may well finish this way because it's been so tight all the way through, but equally, we might still get a moment of magic, a mistake, or a refereeing decision to influence otherwise.
Oh, a delicate chip through.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Oh, there's a probing ball. He's found a way through. India needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
He's picked his way through. And that will be it. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's honours even and no complaints.
India are already in celebration mode.
Hello,
Free from
everybody,
pressure,
and
free from
welcome to
tension.
today's match.
All that remains is to add the icing to the promotion cake. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And we're underway. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, one of the smartest wingers around, Peter, is Oyarzabal. I really like the way he just instinctively seems to know when to take people on or when to release it. And not being a physical specimen, you really have to show good tactical awareness on this front. And he's learning quickly.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. Off the post! And Neuer pulls off a sensational save!
Well, it's been a very attacking...
And he's decided to go for it! Oh, he's been caught napping! Can he find the finish?
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Just eases him off the ball. Tries to play it through.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Played into space. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's plain for all to see who has settled into this game with the greater superiority. Now for a goal.
Now it's Rashford. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now it's Valverde. Now it's Yamal. Oyarzabal. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. De Bruyne. Foot in. Oyarzabal! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
That is ended up in no man's land. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have...
Just about within shooting range. De Bruyne. And it's Camavinga. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Valverde. And it's Fernandes. Has a shot! He's got away with one there.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
And we have our very first corner. Saliba is there to clear. Played out wide. Alexander-Arnold with the delivery. He can get that clear. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, nice touch.
Such good technique.
India given another corner. Corner number 2 then. Facing up to his adversary, this is... He's had a shot! That's a half-decent try.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
De Bruyne deals with that comfortably. McAllister, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Yamal. He's gone for goal. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. De Bruyne puts his foot on the gas. Stood up well to him there. Griezmann unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Camavinga. Saliba gets across to intercept that. Pass somewhat off target. That has not gone well. Camavinga. Out to the left it goes. That is good strength. Now it's Kane. That has been slung wide.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Can he latch on to this? Tino gets into a good position. De Bruyne. McAllister. And that'll be the final action of the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps.
Hello, attendees.
Some first-half
This
thoughts?
is a Lost
Yeah, it's a half
Children
that's had a
announcement.
limp
With
finish
the father of
after a
boy
decent
in
start, so the
blue
manager
hat
has to
hardly make
re-energise
his
and
way to the
re-enthuse his players
information
to
centre.
come back out pumped.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time.
Substitution on the field. Number 14, Fernandez. Number 23, Eduardo Camavinga. Coming on the field, number 18, Messi. Number 8, Mbappe. Substitutions taking place.
And we're off again.
India clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
And Hernandez. That's a good run down the left. Well timed, excellent interception. Messi short changes him with that pass.
India couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
And this is Kane. Barcelona can breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Now it's Griezmann. Now, can they get him away? Looking for options for movement. Pinches it off him. Hernandez. Now it's Neymar. He's in space and looking for options. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. It's Kane! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Well, talking about creating a problem for yourself, OK, credit the good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
Hernandez is onto this. India are looking to go forward now. Now it's Valverde, and it's Alexander-Arnold. That's a little off target. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Yamal takes control of it and he's on the move. It's run loose here. Steaming on goalwards. Yamal! And he nearly went all the way.
Lamine Yamal can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
Could be danger here. Valverde. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. He's shifting through the gears here. And that was nowhere near his best. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. And he's found a way past. And it's Messi. Alexander-Arnold. Well, that pass isn't the best. That's good running with the ball. Played into space out wide. McAllister. And he shoots! They want to be quick to recover this. Bernardo Silva. He rises! Oh, it's hit the post! He has done it! Finally the breakthrough!
Well, you can see what it means to all of them. A frustrating game, but now they have what they wanted, and they're rightly pumped and ready to go again.
After 71 minutes is number 7.
Barcelona have penetrated for the first time.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
Oh, smashing header! Just off target. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And he's only too happy to take that back. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, that's a booking, always looked it.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
Caicedo.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Corner number 3 coming up. That's going to go a long way. Great vision.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And that is as far as they're going to go. And it's Neymar. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, lovely feet. He is such a good mover. India must do something here, and very quickly.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
Oh, played through for the wide man. He has found the way through. Here's a chance! That has been cut short. It's Kane! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
That's the throw. And claimed it back swiftly. Caicedo.
India really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Can he get on the end of this? Cute ball now, how can he reach it? And he's managed to get free. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Robertson couldn't squeeze it through. Messi. Over to the left. Can he get it through?
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And that has been cleared. And that will be the final act. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end.
Hello attendees, this
How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
I've been in this position myself, and this will be difficult to take. They did everything
India are already in celebration mode.
Hello, everybody,
Free from
and
pressure,
welcome
free
to
from
today's
tension.
match.
All that remains is to add the icing to the promotion cake. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle, and here we go. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, this guy, Donnarumma, really is a generational talent, Peter. I suppose you have to be good if you're a goalkeeper and your name's Gianluigi. He really has inherited the mantle from his namesake. There might be room for improvement with his kicking, but otherwise, he is nigh on perfect.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. And here's Messi. Caicedo.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now it's Oyarzabal. Now it's Pino. Oh, that's a key interception. Now it's Kane. And he's been shifted off it. And that pass just didn't quite work. He's had it taken off him. Fernandez tries to put. Oyarzabal! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
DiMarco. Oh no, what has happened here? Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So
He's had a shot! Goal! Manchester United! Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
So, a breakthrough already. Fernandez takes control of it and he's on the move. Now it's Camavinga. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that's a simple one for the keeper. Valverde. Camavinga does really well to win the ball there. Yeremy Pino. He's a sharp little ball here.
India are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Now it's Camavinga. Now that looks a decent ball. That is a brilliant interception. Van Dijk. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Tries to thread one through, opts to play it back. Look at the space here. Now there's a fine ball. Fernandez. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. And he is going into that little black book. And it's made its way to him. Valverde. And Alexander-Arnold. Approaching the half-hour mark. And it's Fernandez. Alexander-Arnold producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Oh, he's found some... Goes for the shot! Oh, he's been caught on it here. He's tried one! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Caicedo. Dimarco. Dimarco, who's set up one goal so far. And here's the chance to counter. Just eases him off the ball. Dimarco. Messi. And it's Dimarco. They get a throw in.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Messi bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
Messi really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Now it's Kino. Now, what about a counter-attack? Looking for options for movement. Now it's come to nothing. Valverde.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
There will be one
And it's
minute added
Fernandes.
time.
Messi. And it's Camavinga. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Well, let's not beat about the bush,
Just
Peter.
a
It's
quick
been
request today
fairly
for
flat,
everybody
and
to
the
please
supports have had
kindly
little to
remove
cheer
any
about.
cars
So
parked
an
on
awful
the
lot of
road outside the
questions
stadium.
have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Substitution.
And we're off again.
India can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Yamal. Son Heung-min. And it's Messi. Manchester United have reclaimed it. Alexander-Arnold is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encourage the pass.
Decent chance! And the keeper couldn't hold it. They've done it! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Manchester United are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Valverde. Shot could be on. Yamal receives it in a good position here. Camavinga. Manchester United finding their passes. Yamal. Played back in. And he's cut it out.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
He's under a lot of pressure there. Messi. And it's Kane. Aims beyond the defence. He's in plenty of space here. There's the header! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are pulling clear here. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Manchester United are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Substitution on the field. Number 7.
India
Federico
can
Valverde.
now introduce the first of their
14,
substitutes.
Fernandez.
Manchester United
Coming
find
on
a
the
position
field,
of real
number
strength now.
18,
Well, their
Messi.
manager seems to have them
Number
always thinking about the
16,
next goal. When's the
Alvaro.
next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
India perhaps contemplating their next change here. Gets a good foot in there. Van Dijk. Valverde. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Big chance! One-on-one! Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. The chance to pull further clear. Off the post! And again! They've scored! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Manchester United are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Oh, well measured. There's the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Time and again they are repelled. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Played out to the right. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. That has ended up in no man's land. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Foot in. Messi.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And he's had it nicked away. Yamal. And Alexander-Arnold. And he plays one through. And the shot! Well, he caught that pure, but no end product.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Can he get on the end of this? He is through here. Can he get it through? He's in a great position here. Throw it. Now who's going to be first to this? And this is Kane!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
And it's Messi. He's looking wide. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And it's been played through. And the shot! Brilliant save from Donnarumma! And that has been cleared. Pinches it off him.
There will be 3 minutes
Yamal.
added time.
And the number on the board is 3. Stood up well to him there. Knocks it into space. Caicedo. Yamal. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. So that's it. It is all over. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. Your reflections then, Jim?
India desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many areas on the pitch, and you're never going to win like that.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.